Good morning. En route to the Solent. Currently sailing at around 6.5 knots. Got a couple of knots of current going with us, and fingers crossed at this speed we should make the tidal gates along the way so that we keep the east to west tides the whole way. We shall see. But I think our arrival time is going to be 1 or 2 in the morning. Again, we shall see. The wind is currently northwest and it's due to turn southwest later on. That should be about perfect if that's what happens. Oh, glorious morning. Feels a bit strange being back in UK waters on the final few legs to Cornwall. I think I've forgotten what the meaning of the word home is. I guess for me right now, home is seeing family and friends again rather than a place. So I'm quite excited at the moment. Be nice if I could see some of my friends around the Solent while I'm there. And looking forward to seeing Frankie and everyone else back at Myla. Especially looking forward to seeing my kids again. That's Dungeness Power Station, and look at the water here with the tidal currents. Just got the engine just on tick over, just to keep the speed up to at least 5.5 knots. Doing 5.5 to 6 knots with the sails and the engine on tick over, which is about perfect. That should get us to the tidal gate at Eastbourne just on time. A glorious morning. Got the tide against us at the moment, knocking off a knot or so of speed. Shouldn't last long, hopefully. Almost at Eastbourne. Well, I can see Eastbourne from here. Say almost there. It's probably about 15 miles away. But wow, what a day! It's gorgeous. Could do with a little bit more wind. That's all I'd say. It's due to turn to the east and then to the south over the next few hours, so hopefully it will start to pick up again then, and if we've got the wind and the tide with us in a few hours time, we should be cracking along. Right now it's motoring. No dolphins yet. Really missed the dolphins this year. It's incredible. I don't know where they've all gone. Last year pretty much every passage I had dolphins playing on the bow, sometimes 3 or 4 pods in a day, and this year there's been none have come to play. I've seen a couple of pods in the distance, but that's it. Why is there such a big difference? Where have they all gone? Haven't seen any tuna today either. It was amazing to see tuna in the English Channel. Although unfortunately my lure is gone. I think I may have had a bite and maybe my knot wasn't very good. I don't know, but it was £100 line and gone. All the tackle's gone. I've got one lure left. So if I spot any tuna, that's going straight out the back. I'd be the most popular man in Gosport if I came in with a tuna. There's Beachy Head. I wonder what they're doing here. That's a big. Passing Beachy Head. Plan was to be here at 1:30 p.m. to catch the tidal gate, and we're here at, well, it's just before 2, so I would call that a success, given that's nearly, well, it's going on for 50 miles, and that puts us close to halfway now. Really good progress. And we've just picked up the tide going in the other direction, so the speed is now between 6 and 8.5 knots. It's a little bit gusty, the wind. So I think we're averaging somewhere around 7 knots. Just had to have a quick conversation with the pilot of that freighter there on channel 16. He clearly hadn't seen me, and the CPA was getting closer and closer. It was down to 300 meters. So I gave him a call on the radio. He said, yes, I've seen you, and nothing happened. So I said, my CPA says 300 meters. What does yours say? And all of a sudden he veered off. Went around me, thank goodness. He didn't bother to reply, he just changed his course suddenly. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. The outhaul has snapped on the main. Right, sounds the way, I guess. Well, in the great sailing tradition of budget, I've jury-rigged a loose outhaul with a sail tie. So, that'll have to do for now. Back to sailing. Oh, out of breath now. To a wind farm, and unfortunately it's looking like we're going to have to tack and go south of it before we get there. The wind is gradually backing, but not enough to take us around, which is a pain in the backside, but hey. The wind has done the exact opposite of what the forecast said it was going to do. It was supposed to veer east and then south, and it's backed west and then south. Well, it's currently southwest. It's supposed to be south. It'd be great if it was. Looks like it's raining over there. I think you might get wet soon. And it looks like the day is getting close to being done. tide will soon be turning against us as well. 2.7 knots against us, so we're going to slow down quite considerably. Woohoo! Guess I must be in the Solent again. Here we are in Gosport. Been here for almost a week and getting the boat ready now to leave. Looks like we've got a lovely weekend ahead, and there's a special surprise. Yep, so going to do the final leg, hopefully all in one go. It'll be a 2-day passage all the way to Falmouth, and hopefully into my berth for the winter.